Breaking news has sent shockwaves across the sports world. The Dodgers have reportedly landed a $498 million superstar with undeniable championship DNA. This isn't just another addition, it's a franchise-shaping move that could tilt the balance of power for years to come. Fans are erupting with excitement, rivals are scrambling to react, and the entire league is on notice. The whispers are growing louder that Kyle Tucker is the name at the center of it all, but the implications go far beyond one player. Could this be the defining moment that launches the Dodgers into a new era of dominance? Ladies and gentlemen, baseball fans all across the globe, especially Dodger Nation, get ready because we have absolutely massive breaking news that is shaking up the entire Major League Baseball world tonight. If you thought this offseason was already wild, buckle up, because things just went nuclear. We're talking about a superstar, a generational talent, a player with championship DNA who is suddenly being linked directly to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yes, you heard it right, Kyle Tucker, the $498 million man, the cornerstone of Houston's success, is now being mentioned in connection with the Dodgers. And the whispers are so loud right now that people aren't treating them like rumors anymore, they're treating this like confirmation. Could we actually be on the verge of seeing Tucker in Dodger blue? Could this really happen? Think about what this means for a moment. Kyle Tucker isn't just any all-star. He isn't just a guy who puts up decent numbers and flashes occasionally. No, this is a legitimate five-tool superstar. He hits for power, he hits for average, he plays elite defense in the outfield, he runs the bases with intelligence and aggression, and most importantly, he knows what it takes to win. That's why people keep calling him a player with championship DNA. He's done it before, he's carried pressure on the biggest stages, and he has that icy calm, that killer instinct, that separates good players from true legends. Now imagine the Dodgers lineup with Tucker in it. Just imagine Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, Max Muncy when healthy, and then you drop in Kyle Tucker. That's not just an all-star lineup, that's a lineup that looks like an all-MLB team. That's not a group you build for the regular season, that's a group you assemble when your only mission is October glory. The Dodgers already spend and strategize like no other organization, but if they truly pull the trigger on acquiring Kyle Tucker, we're talking about maybe the scariest offensive juggernaut in baseball history. The buzz around this deal is that it's not just about talent, it's about identity. The Dodgers have built their empire on being bold. They didn't hesitate to give Ohtani his record-breaking deal. They went all in on Freeman when Atlanta thought they could play hardball. They've consistently stepped up with both money and commitment when other franchises pulled back. And now, Kyle Tucker, a player who represents the next decade of dominance, could be their next move. A $498 million superstar on a roster already stacked with future Hall of Famers? That is the kind of ambition only the Dodgers would dare to show. Of course, the big question is, why would Houston ever let go of Tucker? This is a guy who has been the face of their success alongside Altuve, Bregman, and that Astros dynasty core. But here's the reality, the Astros front office is at a crossroads. Payroll is ballooning, long-term extensions are looming, and not every superstar can be kept forever. They're looking at years down the road, wondering how much money can be tied up in one player. The Dodgers, on the other hand, have the resources, the farm system, and the willingness to pay big for the exact kind of superstar who can change everything. The rumor mill says the Dodgers would be willing to offer both money and prospects to make this deal irresistible. And that's where things get scary for the rest of the league. Because when you combine L.A.'s endless supply of young talent guys like Diego Cartaya, Andy Pages, Dalton Rushing, and more with their financial firepower, they can outbid and outnegotiate anybody. If they truly want Tucker, who is going to stop them? Nobody. Now let's talk about what Kyle Tucker himself brings. Last season, he put up MVP-caliber numbers, delivering clutch hits, anchoring the Astros lineup, and showing the consistency of a franchise player. He's the kind of guy who doesn't slump for weeks at a time. He adjusts, he battles, he grinds out at-bats. His defense in right field is Gold Glove level. His arm is strong, and he brings that quiet confidence every clubhouse wants. He's not flashy off the field, He's not constantly seeking attention, but between the lines, he's a stone-cold killer. If you're a Dodgers fan, think about what this means in October. For years, Dodgers fans have had to suffer through disappointing playoff exits. Even when the team looked unstoppable on paper, they've run into that October wall. Adding Kyle Tucker isn't just adding talent, it's adding a proven October weapon. He's already shown he can deliver in the postseason. Imagine him stepping into the batter's box at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 8th inning, game tied in the NLCS. That's the kind of moment this front office is envisioning. And then there's the money aspect. People are already throwing around that $498 million figure. That number alone is shocking, jaw-dropping, almost unbelievable. But here's the thing: the Dodgers can handle it. They've shown over and over again that no number is too high if it gets them the guy they want. They don't think in terms of short-term risk, they think in terms of long-term dynasty building. You don't bring in Shohei Ohtani just to stop there. You bring him in, then you keep stacking the deck until you've built a team so powerful that the World Series feels inevitable. That's exactly what Tucker represents. Now, of course, fans are split. Some are absolutely salivating at the idea of Tucker in Dodger blue, while others are cautious, wondering what the team would have to give up. Would it cost top pitching prospects? Would Gavin Lux be included? Would they move some of their young arms like Bobby Miller or Emmett Sheehan? Those are real questions. But here's the answer Dodgers fans keep reminding themselves of: you don't get a chance to land a player like Kyle Tucker every day. Prospects are great, but Tucker is proven, elite, and entering his prime. You don't hesitate when that opportunity is on the table. Dodger Stadium would absolutely explode if this deal got confirmed. Imagine opening day, the introductions rolling out, and suddenly over the loudspeakers you hear, "Now batting for the Dodgers, number 30, Kyle Tucker." The crowd loses its mind, the cameras flash, and you realize this team is no longer just star-studded, it's a galactic super team. And let's not forget the ripple effect across the league. The Yankees, the Mets, the Braves, every contender in baseball would immediately feel the pressure. The Dodgers getting Kyle Tucker would shift the balance of power in MLB. Suddenly, every playoff bracket looks different. Every betting line changes. Analysts would start talking about the Dodgers not just as favorites, but as potentially unstoppable. That's how seismic this move would be. So let's break down the divide here. We've got a superstar with championship DNA. We've got a Dodgers front office known for swinging big. We've got Astros uncertainty and Dodgers resources. We've got whispers, rumors, and now, more and more, we've got people saying this is basically confirmed. If you're a Dodgers fan, you can't help but let your imagination run wild. This isn't just about winning a division title or getting another 100-win season. This is about building a dynasty that could define baseball for the next decade.